Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Grewing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. For branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Willena family, in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium. We're in Manhattan, Kansas today on the Manhattan High School Indians in a non-league doubleheader. This is an annual grudge match between these two teams, and we've been doing this back and forth for a number of years, and this year it's our turn to come here. Glad to be here, and they have a beautiful soccer facility here. This is a multi-purpose stadium. It is also used by the Manhattan football team. And if we can hear their athletic director at halftime of one of these games, I would love to ask him what the heck is going on around here, because everything around the stadium is under construction. Everything's dug up. And that's all since we were here in the spring, or in the fall, I mean. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. My name's Kevin Arkin. Glad to be with you. Ashley Isbell is literally alongside. We have an unusual perch here today. We are in the bleachers doing this. She is shooting from the bleachers, and I'm sitting next to her. Our producer-engineer, Andy Isbell, is directly overhead in the press box. He's operating all the equipment. So we need to remind him that this is a road game.
Yeah. Well, and he's going to be the dry one if it starts spitting.
Yeah, there you go.
But hopefully it doesn't until the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So we're winding down our season. We have 4 games left, including today. From here, we will go to back home and take on Washburn Rural on Thursday. Then we have Carroll on Tuesday at Carroll, and we wrap up the season at home. Next Thursday, we'll have West at home, and that will also be our senior night, and we will honor our 4 seniors. And I guess if there's anything really positive to say about any of this, Ashley, is that we only have 4 seniors.
Yeah. That's, I mean, honestly, for this team, that it's a sad thing, but it's a great thing because that means that we have the majority of our team coming back hopefully next year, and hopefully we'll be just as strong, if not stronger.
We'll find out. Yep, exactly right. Senior wise, we have Liliana Hernandez, so we're going to lose our varsity goalkeeper, but we're not going to lose anything there because April Isbell is very, very capable and has shown that. So she will take over the reins as varsity goalkeeper next year in all likelihood. And then our other seniors, I know you're dying to find out who they are. And as soon as
Lillian
I can get
Schilling.
this list out of this
I can tell you who they are.
Tell me who they are.
Lillian Schilling.
Schilling is one.
Raylan Grant. And Isabel Santiago.
Santiago, that's right. Those are our departing seniors. And of course, we're going to miss Lillian. She's been a stalwart on defense, and quite frankly, she's been a monster on offense of late as well. And Isabel, very solid on the back line, and we'll miss that as coming next year. And then, of course, Raylan Grant, she's everywhere.
She is everywhere.
I mean, she's like the Energizer Bunny. She's the fastest person on the team. And quite frankly, Raylan Grant just never gets tired.
I wonder if she is even tired after the games, just the way she goes.
I think she could probably go out there and play a doubleheader. As much energy as that young lady has. So those are our departing seniors, but we've got, like I said, we've got a lot of good people in the wings ready to move up and take charge, and I would expect that some of the people on this junior varsity team will be playing varsity next year. Thinking, and not that I'm pointing out names one over another, because I'm not trying to do that, but some of the people who've made a real impression on me. Hunter Hinkle defensively, I think she's been solid on the back line. As has been Mariah Hood on the other side. Those two on the outside have done very well on the JV squad. Malia Jackson is probably the closest thing we have to a Raylan Grant on JV, because she's always by the ball and always moving hard for the ball.
Yeah, and then the last one would be, at least not really the last one, but another one would be Bliss White.
Bliss White has been very impressive indeed, both in the back and up front.
Yeah.
More so in the back, in my opinion. I think she's really been a good anchor on that defensive line for the Grizzlies JV team this year. And the JV team has had some reasonable success this year.
They have.
So we haven't had a visit with our head coach yet. We'll do that in between games, but I will tell you that one of the things that we've been talking about, she and I, and that is this Manhattan team. They're beatable this year.
They are.
I mean, they've always seemed to have our number. Last year they clobbered us at home. But their record, I don't know what their record is exactly, but I know they have at least 7 losses.
Well, I know one of those losses was against Trinity.
Wichita Trinity, indeed, came up here, in fact.
Yes.
And shut them out 2-0 a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So we know it can be done.
Yeah.
Pardon me. There's no question at all that it can be done. So we'll have to see what happens. Are we both on? Very good. Are we loud enough? Okay. Our producer engineer, Andy Isbell, telling us we're go. And the reason we're asking is we have a new piece of equipment that we just put into play tonight. Our 8-year-old mixer got wet in the Titan Classic and kind of shorted out on us, and it's never been the same since. So I decided it was time to replace it. So we went ahead and replaced it and did a little bit of an upgrade as well. And we're hoping that this next one will be with us for a long, long time. So we do not have the starters for the Lady Indians on JV. We do have ours, though. So let me give you ours, and we'll go from there. For Northwest, in goal, starting will be number 0, April Isbell, the junior. Starting at midfield, number 2, J.C. Schur, the junior. Lexi Carr will start at midfield. She is a junior as well, wearing number 3. Hunter Hinkle on defense is a sophomore, and she wears number 4. Then we have Mariah Hood on defense, wearing number 7, and Mariah is a sophomore. A lot of young kids on this team. This is a good thing. Up front, Peyton Wilkerson will play it forward. She's wearing number 10, and she's a freshman forward. Malia Jackson on defense. She'll be in the middle. She's a sophomore and wears number 12. Charisma Lira is also on the back line to start tonight. She wears number 14, and she is a sophomore. Aneli Sandoval will move up front and play forward. She's a freshman wearing number 15. At midfield, Shushu Hamwi wearing number 16. Shushu is a freshman. Easiest person to spot on the team, I might add. And finally, Annika Morrison at midfield. Number 18 is a sophomore. The Grizzlies are coached. The JV head coach is Michelle Lawrence, and the program head coach is Christina Commons. And Ashley, I don't want to be the prophet of doom, but while I was reading the starting lineups, I felt 2 drops of rain.
Shh. No, it's not happening.
I did feel 2 drops of rain. And
they said it was not coming until like later tonight.
It's not supposed to get here until real late tonight. Supposed to hit in Wichita around 9 o'clock, we're told. So we fully expect we will drive home into rain tonight. Anything to lengthen the trip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, because I truly was watching the news specifically for the weather this morning to see what they were forecasting, since they had been talking about rain today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Sure.
And so didn't know what was going to happen, but it looked like it wasn't going to, rain up here, at least for the duration of our 2 games.
Couple of changes we're not used to in JV play. First of all, Manhattan plays in the Centennial League, and their rules are slightly different from ours. First of all, they have 3 refs for JV, whereas we only have 2. So that's a plus, having that 3rd official there. And we believe they're going to play 40-minute halves instead of 30, because that is what the norm is in the Centennial League. We'll find out here in about 2 seconds when they put the time up to start the first half, as the clock has just wound to 0, and they made a liar out of me. It's 30 minutes.
Hey.
Andy, I set the clock for 40 instead of 30. Right. Okay? You need to fix it.
Change it to 30 since they...
Where's the what? The board is in the trunk of my car. Why? What's wrong? Huh? It's what?
The clipboard.
Oh, she needs the clipboard itself? Okay. You know which car's mine. There's the key. Open the door. Use the handle by the driver's seat to open the trunk. Leave the papers in. Take the board out. Okay? Yeah, I didn't expect That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. We're good. I have no problem with that. I'm nothing if I'm not flexible.
And we're getting ready to start.
Northwest is in their road whites, and they will kick off and play from left to right. And Manhattan is in their black uniforms,
and here we go,
with white numerals and black trim. Underway here, and Manhattan takes the first ball down the floor, and this one goes out of play, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Indians. It's a pretty nice facility here. This facility has been here. This facility was actually a WPA project. That's how old the complex is. It's been renovated several times. And really now it's a pretty nice facility. They changed the turf 2 years ago, so the turf doesn't have a lot of wear on it. Grizzlies with it, far side, trying to move it down the floor. From our vantage point, we're a long way from the Grizzlies. Here's a crossing pass in front of Isbell, and it's going to go to the near side. It's stopped there. Now it rolls out, and it will belong to Northwest. It wasn't out by much, but it was out. Hustling down there to handle the throw-in is Mariah Hood. Hood throws it in, and who's going to win this one? Looks like the Indians are going to come away with it. Well, maybe not. Maybe not indeed. Emmeline Edwards got a foot on it. This one's going to go all the way back to April, and she'll just pick it up. And she'll bring it out to the top of the penalty area. The markings on this field for soccer are in black, so I don't know how well you can see them at home. Just trust me.
It's better than some of them that are light gray.
Yes, it is better than gray. But they're still hard to see, and once the lights come on, they're going to be impossible to see. Manhattan with the ball, bringing it up the field at midfield. Near side, that was a nice interception there by Mariah Hood to prevent a breakaway, and now this one's going to go down deep. And with the ball is a centering pass in front. That's not good. Manhattan still has it. Grizzlies can't clear it. This one is sent back to April off the foot of Andy Strathman, number 1. Nice punt by April. Weather conditions here, we told you it's cloudy and it is supposed to rain later, but there's very little wind at all.
It's fantastic.
So, less than 10 miles an hour. And I mean way less. So wind is not going to be an issue tonight, which is always a good thing when you're playing soccer in Kansas. There's a through ball. There's a shot off the hands of April, and she gave up a rebound, and that'll cost them a goal. Goal was scored by number 3, Scarlett Williams, the sophomore forward for the Indians. Grizzlies will kick it off. Emmeline Edwards has it at the 45. She sends a through ball. That was intended for, looks like it was intended for Anneli Sandoval, and she couldn't get to it. Here comes Manhattan back down the floor. They've got numbers 3-0. And there to intercept the centering pass is April Isbell. April's punt is intercepted. Grizzlies trying to get it across midfield. So far without success. On the near side, that one's kicked forward. That'll go to Manhattan for a throw-in. 4.5 gone, first half, 1-0, Grizzlies trail. Manhattan with possession, doing a nice job of moving the ball side to side. Now they go forward with it.
Still in over on the far side.
There. Goes out of play. It'll stay with Manhattan.
Because of these black lines, I always forget where that line is.
Throw in comes in and controlled by Manhattan. There's a shot and a save by Isbell. Nice punt by April. Gets it all the way out to midfield and beyond. She outkicked her coverage, though. Ball's all the way back to the 15-yard line, and now they start working it up. Far side. That one is going to stay in, I think.
Looks like it's staying like on the line.
Went down a long way rolling on that line, and it stayed in play. Here's a lead pass and a break up by Isbell. Grizzlies trying to get it back down. They have had no offense yet today. And again, Manhattan with it. That goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Indians on the far side. And Strathman will hustle over to take the corner kick for Manhattan. Short and is popped over the goal line. That will be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a quick 10-second timeout. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This brief timeout is brought to you by the family of Eric and Courtney Jensen, longtime proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
Goal kick taken. Grizzlies trying to control it in their own end and give it away here. This is trouble. Real trouble and a score. That giveaway cost them the goal. Isbell was in no man's land, and it's 2-0. Well, you can't cough it up in your own penalty area and expect to get away with it.
Oh, no, for sure. Got to keep it out.
And that's exactly what we did.
I mean,
fighting hard for it is Wilkerson.
We are missing quite a few players on JV for a variety of reasons, but.
And here comes Manhattan again, and they've got numbers again. Centering pass blocked very nicely. Ball comes back right back down, however. This one chipped inside the 10. Over there to get it is Salmons. And she goes down. Play continues. Manhattan maintaining the possession at midfield. That wasn't offside by 10 yards.
Yeah.
I'll eat my hat. Grizzlies will get a free kick. 8.5 gone in the first half. Grizzlies down by 2. Out here to center. And again, we're kicking the ball to ladies wearing black shirts, which does not make sense to me.
It's a combination of kicking it to them along with
another one for April, and she has it.
Our girl's not really going to the ball. We're waiting for the ball to come to us, which I know.
Good thing to do.
I know they've been working on that in practices.
They have been. Out of play, it belongs to Northwest.
And looks like we're subbing a couple. Looks like Shushu Hamwi is coming in for the Grizzlies, and I have no idea who's coming in for Manhattan. Looks like it might have been number 17.
17 would be Madison Cunningham. No, Ruth Noren, excuse me. That one's out of play and throw in for Northwest. Come on, ladies, let's throw it to a white shirt here. Well, that one's going to go all the way back for April. And she boots it right to Shoo Shoo. Shoo Shoo can't get to it. Once again, here comes Salmons with it forward. And the Grizzlies clear it out to center. On the far side, and now the defensive line of Northwest is getting it back to center. Shoo Shoo kicks it forward. Nobody to get it to. Grizzlies putting on some pressure here. That one too far for Hamry to get to. And that one's going to go out of play, and it will it stayed in.
They kept it in.
Good for them. Here's a problem. Centering pass, luckily nobody home. Oh my goodness, that ball had goal written on it. Corner kick coming for Manhattan.
Yep, off the post and out, so it is a goal kick for the Grizzlies.
Well, we'll take that.
Grizzlies are subbing in another player.
That looks like Charisma Lira.
Number 14.
Yep, that's who that is. There's a shot off the side of the net. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. They're going to take it very quickly, so we will.
Nope, not. They wanted to take it quickly, but we have a sub coming in.
Well, wish I'd known that. That would be.
Yeah, I can't tell.
That's pretty far away from me.
I'll have to get your binoculars at half.
I don't know who that is. We'll find out soon enough. On the near side. Back out to center. Manhattan still controlling. Over here on the near side. Shoo Shoo. And now a nice boot out there by Emmeline Edwards.
Well, Manhattan keeps it in.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping it down there and applying pressure with numbers. 1, 2, they got 5 people down there in the box.
Yep.
Of course, with a 2-goal lead, you can afford to do that.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, their goalkeeper, whoever she is, I assume it's E.J. Camiso or Annalisa Rona, one or the other. Whoever it is, kind of like the Maytag repairman down there, she hasn't had a lot of action.
I don't think she's touched the ball once yet.
That one goes out of play to Manhattan. Oh, here's trouble.
Yep.
Left-footed shot. Easy save by April. April boots it short. Shushu has it, sends it forward, and gives chase after her own ball, but can't catch it. Here's a long one, and that's an offside. They caught Scarlett Williams off by a yard and a half. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Long one out to center. That was intended for Charisma Lira, but it was intercepted. Now Manhattan will work it down again. And there's a beautiful lead pass.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Here's a chance for Manhattan. Loose in front. Still loose. Now a shot from 5 yards and score. Well, that's a clean up the slop goal, but you can't argue with it.
Nope, you can't.
And that's the second goal of the game for Andy Strathman. Grizzlies will kick off. 13:27 remaining first half. Been all Manhattan here in the first half. I quite honestly wasn't expecting this. Shushu with it. Sends a weak pass toward Lira, and it's intercepted. And here's a good through ball and a trouble again for Northwest. Centering pass. Shot goes wide left. That'll be a goal kick. Let's take a 10-second timeout. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Jenny Wiley and the Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust created as a memorial to the late Robert L. Gould. We thank all the Gould Foundation for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
Still awaiting the goal kick from April. She's going to handle this one herself. And she slides one across over here on the near side to Malia Jackson. Jackson over to Mariah Hood.
There we go. Let's keep working it like this, ladies.
Toward Shushu. Shushu's got it. Tried a centering pass to Lira. Gets it to her. Lira can't control it. Manhattan's going to come away with it deep in their own end. Now Manhattan works it up. This is onside.
Yep.
And big trouble for Northwest, a breakaway. There's a shot and a save by Isbell.
Beautiful save.
And on the rebound, the Turf Monster got one of the forwards for Manhattan. And finally a weak shot, which April will corral, and a big break there for Northwest. This one's in the air out to the 38. And Shushu knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Manhattan.
And we're going to have a couple of subs, looks like.
I can't tell who they are. One looks like Lexi Carr in the middle here.
It's number 5.
Is that a 5 or a 3?
It looks like a 5.
Well, if that's a 5, it's Emmeline Edwards.
And then it looks like maybe 15.
15 would be Aneli Sandoval.
No, 15 for, I apologize, for Manhattan.
Oh, for Manhattan. That won't be Aneli Sandoval. How about Arilee Martz for Manhattan?
I will take your word on that one.
Jackson sends one out toward Lyra. Lyra lets it through for Shushu. Too bad she couldn't get to it. She might have had a breakaway. Manhattan at midfield. This one goes all the way down, and that it's probably going to roll over the goal line. And it indeed will. Be a goal
just
kick
barely.
for Manhattan. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer alum LeBaron Holloman and his family are proud sponsors of Grizzly Soccer. We thank them for their continued support.
We're live.
And we're waiting for Northwest to finish a substitution here. And it looks like, who is that?
Is that number 9?
Well, if that's 9, that would be Elizabeth Patterson.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, it is number 9. So Elizabeth Patterson comes in for Northwest. This one gets kicked out. Grizzlies have a throw-in. Something cooking here, maybe.
Hey, we're down at the right end. Let's at least get a shot off.
Getting ready to get some offense going here.
And we're going to do it again.
Mariah Hood will do the honors for Northwest. She sends it in too far for Lyra, and Lyra can't get it.
And we have a foul.
They're going to call a tripping foul on Lyra. That'll give the ball to Manhattan. Pardon me. So, out to center. Manhattan sends a long one. Nice through ball.
Oh, yeah. That was a great,
that is
great
onside,
pass.
and there's a breakaway, and looks like April will get there first to stop that play. Manhattan faithful showing their appreciation for the effort.
Well, looks like we'll have a couple of Manhattan subs.
Yeah, it looks that way. The subs are on the opposite side from us, and they are so far away, it is almost impossible.
Yeah, I can't read any numbers.
To read the numbers. We're over here in the middle of the sellout crowd. Oh, gosh, there's another breakaway. Shot goes wide of the goal, and it is a goal kick. I didn't know whether April had touched it or not.
Yeah,
Obviously
I could.
not.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find out later if she actually did or
I'm
not.
sure you will. Goal kick comes out, intercepted by Manhattan. Here they are 3-on-2. Centering pass. Here's a shot coming. Say it, and it's score. Good give and go back to Emily Ulmer, and it's 4-0. This is not going well for Northwest.
No.
Northwest has been involved in a number of mercy rule games this year on both sides of the ball. And quite frankly, none of them are fun.
No.
They're just not fun to do. Up the near side, intercepted by Manhattan. Malia Jackson sends one deep, but it's picked off by the Indians. And here's a through ball and a beautiful placed ball.
There you go. Mariah takes it away.
Yeah, nice job to take it away. And back down into Manhattan territory for the moment. Now the Grizzlies with it.
JC Sure is fighting
over
hard
She's
for
not
it.
Winning it.
Yeah.
There's a crash and burn, no call. Play goes on. That one's popped in the air, short. And kicked over the goal line for a corner kick by the Grizzlies. 6 minutes to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 4-0. This is the first of two today. We'll have the varsity contest shortly thereafter, as Manhattan is now going to sub a couple players. Andy Strathman came back in. She's already got 2 goals. And she is joined by, please turn your back to me. Thank you very much. That's Stella Salmons, also coming in for the Indians. Pop loose. Who's going to win it? So far, it looks like Manhattan's going to come away with it. They do. Here's a chance. And that shot goes wide and hits the side of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take another quick 10 seconds. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Insight Real Estate Group is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer on the Internet, located at 608 West Douglas in Wichita.
April takes the goal kick, sends it wide to the far side. And it's quickly taken away again. That is not a good place to give the ball away. We've already coughed up a goal doing that. And again, Grizzlies are not getting it to. Grizzlies have it in the far corner. And Manhattan takes it away. Another turnover in a bad place. Strathman centers it.
No, some sort of foul on the ball. Right about the 25-yard line, roughly. It'll be a Grizzly kick. Direct kick.
Maybe we can get something started here. Still got time. We got 3 minutes to go in the first half. Let's get a goal, ladies. Let's just get one. Nice interception by Hood. Sends it down the near side, out of play to Manhattan. And it comes towards center. Hood intercepts it. That one goes
good ball
past Tinkle. And here's another chance for Manhattan. Shot coming, deflected by April Isbell, and it goes wide. That'll be a corner kick, but a nice job by April to save the goal.
Taken right to April.
All right, April, let's get something started. 2 minutes to go. Been pretty tough. There hasn't been much to talk about here.
No. I mean, it's been a pretty good game. You know, not much really to say. Although I have to say I am thrilled that it is kind of cloudy, so I don't have to worry about the sun.
I could not agree more. Malia Jackson fighting for it on the far side. Coughed it up. This is going to go over the goal line, and that will be a goal kick for Northwest. And it'll come with 80 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Grizzlies are going to have a sub. Yeah, I can't tell who.
April takes the kick to the near side, intercepted. Been the story of the night so far. This one's going to go. Nice
They
job
kept
of keeping it in.
Yeah.
And it's still in. There's a shot across the bow, and it's deflected out. Manhattan maintains possession. Emily Ulmer was a one-man wrecking crew on that possession. Looks like it's going to be 4-0 as we go into half. We have 20 seconds to go now. That's an offside if I ever saw one, and yes, they did call it. And that'll be the end of the half. So we go to halftime, and it's all Manhattan. They lead 4-0 here in the junior varsity contest. We're going to take an exorbitant profit-making timeout, and then we'll be back, so stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This property and it's sold right to you. Shall we book it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover.
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools.
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita, and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Are you going in? Yeah. See if the commercial's done.
There's one thing to not have skill. Now, I'll never judge.
What do you think? Did he not start it? Oh. Well, don't run it. I don't want to run it twice. We didn't run it. We didn't run it.
We'll take you anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy, did you start the commercial? Yeah. Okay, it ran.
We're back live.
Okay, while we debate whether or not we ran the commercial, we'll assume that we did, as our executive producer has indicated such. Oh, thank you. Huh? Say what? Email it to. I can't email it to. Wait a minute. Yes, I can.
I'll take a picture and text it.
Go get my phone. I have it in my phone.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're back here. Got about 5 minutes to go in halftime, and in what has been a very lackluster first half for Northwest. They just don't seem to have it on track here at the moment. Hopefully they'll pick it up here in the second half, and let's make a game out of this, you know. So.
Yeah, this year I have not been able to really predict which way things are going to go in the second half. You know, there's been plenty of games where they've woken up. You know, both JV and varsity teams have woken up after halftime, and then there's times that they haven't. So it's really hard to say what will happen in the second.
Agreed. We'll just have to see what happens here in half number 2. And we've had no shots on goal.
Nope, no shots on goal. I was thrilled to be able to get the ball down to to Manhattan's end.
We've only had it down there twice.
Yep.
So just has not worked well for Northwest here in the first half. And this Manhattan team, they're well coached. I'm not going to take anything away from that.
Oh, for sure.
Are they 4 goals better than us? No, in my opinion. No. On any given day, the answer is no. Right now, the answer is yes.
Yes, yeah.
That's kind of obvious, but
yeah. I mean, I do believe we're definitely missing, you know, a couple players, key players, you know, that kind of do help hold the team together.
And that, yeah, we are missing some of that. We were talking off camera. Bliss White is in protocol, and God only knows when she'll be back, because she's been in a week now. She's missed 2 games. So she's been in there. She got hurt in our last home game, didn't she?
I'm trying to remember.
I think she got hurt in the last home game. I'm not 100%.
I think it was actually just Thursday.
That was our last home game.
That was our last home game, yeah, Thursday against Southeast.
Okay. So she's gone. Kimmy Aguero was a scratch tonight. Of course, Jasmine Pena is out for the year. So that's not 100% official, but everything points to a torn meniscus, and the recovery time from that is more than we have left in season.
Yeah.
So, even with playoffs. So, and the playoffs will be coming around the corner here pretty quick. 3 more games after tonight. And then we'll set up the seating and see where we'll go, assuming we travel, which is in all likelihood what we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rankings, it's just about anything is possible at this point.
There's a lot of teams with similar records to us
yes,
that could go
yes.
bouncing back and forth, and that's why these next games are, including this one tonight, are so important. And if the JV isn't able to come back, we certainly want the varsity not to pick up where the JV left off, but to come out strong and take the game to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Because I think if we take the game to Manhattan, we can beat them.
I think if we played even like we played, against Southeast and how we move the ball, because we move the ball beautifully against Southeast, I think we have a chance.
Yeah, I agree. So the referees are back on the field. Our clock is winding down with 40 seconds to go here till we start the all-important second half. We could have a third half, but I don't want that.
No, please no.
That is the one thing I don't want tonight is overtime. We got to get home. I have an 8 o'clock class in the morning.
Yeah, you have an 8 o'clock class. I have work tomorrow morning bright and early. Granted, I should be able to, take a little cat nap on the ride home, but
no, I don't think I'm going to get much of a cat nap.
That's not going to
Although I'm thinking
do
about
much.
Asking my passenger to maybe take the wheel for part of it.
Oh, I guarantee you he will.
I want to do the first part. I'm a little concerned about that check engine light.
Ah, yes. That
went on as we pulled into the parking lot.
Well, of course.
I want to make sure there's nothing wrong. Okay, Grizzlies will play from right to left here in the second half. There's virtually no wind, so that's a non-issue, and it will be Manhattan kicking it off here to start play. April Isbell remains in goal for Northwest. And there's the kickoff. We're underway here in half number 2. Manhattan with possession at their own 30, now up to the 40, to the 50. And there's another long through ball. We've seen these all night. And a shot will come. There it is, and April is there. Great positioning by April Isbell to make that save off the foot of Scarlett Williams. Back out to center it comes. And again, it's Manhattan winning the ball. We are losing all of these opportunities to win passes. And I would say that 90% of that is caused by waiting for the ball rather than going to the ball.
For sure. And I can guarantee you
Not
that
to be critical, because I'm not trying to do that, but
in the next 2 games, that is going to be a key factor for sure.
It is indeed. There's another one, crossing pass, shot and a save by Isbell. Wow, crossing pass was volleyed by Stella Salmons, and April was there to make the save.
Great save. I even heard some of Manhattan's parents complimenting that particular save.
Yeah, it was a good save. That'll make the highlight reel at the end of the season. Here's another chance, and another shot goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take our first break here in the second half. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer in memory of Carla.
All right, we are live. The goal taken, and Shushu had a chance. The ball was intercepted, Hatton, and as they were bringing it back to set up, Shushu got between them. The ball went right through her legs.
And we have an offside call.
We'll take an offside. We can take all the breaks we can get here.
For sure.
Ball is popped out to midfield, and who's going to get it? 4 white shirts around the ball, and the 1 black shirt gets the ball.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of a night.
Yep, it has been.
This one going down there deep. Come on, ladies, win it back. Mariah Hood fighting for it. Kicks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Manhattan. Nice crowd on hand here in Manhattan. Of course, you wouldn't expect a lot of Northwest fans to make the trip, but there are a few here. Here's trouble, and
April
blocks
made a
save, but gave up a rebound. There's another shot that's going to go wide. Now a centering pass, goal. Oh my goodness. A perfect pass from Scarlett Williams.
That was a beautiful goal.
I didn't see who popped it in. But Scarlett Williams made an absolute perfect pass. And with 4 minutes gone in the second half, it's 5-0. Shushu Hamley will kick it off. She sends it back.
Oh.
Malia Jackson sends it wide on the far side. It's intercepted. Here we go again. Manhattan brings it down. This one popped over the defensive line, and it's going to go out of play, and it will be a corner kick for Manhattan. And we're taking our time. Here we go. Corner kick is in the air in front, bouncing around, and there's a shot and a block.
Loose.
Ball still loose. Initial shot was taken by Salmons. Now it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Manhattan, and this is not looking good for the white shirts. Throw in comes in and is pop back out past the 20. Grizzlies giving chase. It goes out of bounds, and another throw in for Manhattan. And it comes. And that clearing pass was intercepted again. Boom. That should be, yes, it is. It is a charging foul and a good call. Emily Ulmer went down. And this is going to be dangerous.
This is very dangerous.
Ball's on the 12-yard line, just 22 yards from pay dirt. Grizzlies have a 3-man wall.
And a
that
shot on
up
goal.
And goes just wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. We'll be back in 10 seconds. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is brought to you in part by the Ron and Christy McMeekin family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
And the ball taken, goal kick taken, and won right back by Manhattan. They'll kick it over the goal, and we'll do the whole thing over again. Grizzlies need to get these free kicks going to white shirts.
Ultimately, we just need to go to the ball.
Yeah. You know, you don't have to make super long passes. Just get the passes where they need to go. That'll be another one we lost out of play, and it will be a throw in for Manhattan.
All right, ladies, I know you can do this.
Yeah. Jackson with it for Northwest. Sends a nice ball
Good
to
ball.
Shushu. Shushu feeds it wide. Patterson couldn't get it forward. It's out of play, and it goes to Manhattan again. Jackson has it for Northwest. Has a player draped all over her. Now she feeds it forward.
Good ball by Malia.
And this one's going to go all the way back to April. That'll be no big deal. Off the foot of Andy Strathman, who has 2 goals tonight.
And we have a player down.
Oh,
Looks
we
like
do.
number 3.
That's Lexi
So,
Carr
Lexi
for
Carr.
Northwest. She just took herself out of the game, and she's being replaced by...
Here, would you like some binoculars?
Oh. Except I can't see out of these.
Oh.
Very well.
Well, those were the ones that were on the desk, so...
I bought that pair, and they were a mistake. Centering pass.
Oh,
and
good
it's
block.
blocked. Grizzlies come out with it. Come on.
There we go.
Trying to
Keep
maintain
going.
it. Can't do so. This one goes all the way back to April, and she's going to sleep well on the bus home tonight.
Yeah, it'll be getting her up when we get back to school.
This one's up in the air. Won by Manhattan. That one's going to go out of play, and it will be a throw-in for the Indians. 21 left in the game, 5-0 Grizzlies trail. And this half has been pretty much like the first half. We have not been in their penalty area in this half. Another centering pass, and April was there to take that one off of Scarlett Williams.
Ooh. Yeah, had she given that one up, there were already 3 Manhattan players right there ready.
This one's going to go into the Manhattan bench and be a throw-in for Northwest.
And we'll have a few subs.
Who's coming in for us? That's I
number
think that's
14.
Lyra coming back.
Yep.
No?
Number 14.
That's Lyra. Who's the other one that
6.
came in? Oh, Annika Morrison, number 18, just came in.
Oh.
And as long as her hair is, I don't know how I read the number. There's a long one. That's not going to do any good, though.
Well, that's how we cut.
Shushu can get there and create some havoc. And unfortunately, Manhattan comes away with it again. Down the far side. Beautiful through ball. There's a centering pass, blocked by the defense. Malia Jackson
Nicely
got a foot
done.
on it. Here's another pass. Shot blocked by the defense again. Hunter Hinkle got that last block. This one goes out of play. Turn it over to Northwest. Hinkle will throw it in. That one goes out and belongs to the Grizzlies.
Actually, I think it's a foul. They called a foul there, so it'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies.
Leah Jackson will take this one. Out to center, intercepted. And here's a through ball. We're in trouble again. Scarlett Williams shot. Goes wide right, and a break for Northwest. That'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Wow. Manhattan all night long has done an excellent job of getting people open behind our defensive line.
Oh, absolutely. And getting those through balls, sending those perfect through balls.
The balls are beautiful. Out of play, that'll go to Manhattan. Shoo with it at midfield. Grizzlies can't control it. And Manhattan comes away with it on the far side. Up the middle, again, Shoo is there, but she's got a player draped all over her. Wilkerson got a foot on it. That one's out of play. It's Northwest throw-in. That one's out of play, and that'll be a Manhattan throw-in.
And Manhattan will have a sub.
Did we?
Manhattan did, yeah.
Oh, Manhattan did.
And
here's another breakaway. Shot, saved by April. Rebound. Goes wide. That'll be another goal kick for Northwest. It'll come with 16 to go in the game, and the Grizzlies trailing 5-0.
Not right back to the middle.
There's
Can't
another
do that.
shot. You couldn't stop that one.
Nope.
You know, that's 4 times we've given the ball away in the penalty area, and they've scored on it.
Yep.
And I did not see who put it in, but I thought it was Scarlett Williams. I'm not.
Yeah,
sure.
I have no idea.
It's 6-0.
And we're making a keeper substitution.
Yep.
Serenity is coming in for April.
April's been beat up enough tonight, so Serenity Horseman will come in and take over the goalkeeping chores.
For as much as April was beat up, she still had some pretty good saves in there.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Beat up upon is what I said.
No, yeah, she still got beat up.
Out of play, that should be Northwest ball. It is. Hunter Hinkle will throw it in. Out of play to Northwest. Throw in comes in. Out towards Shushu at center. But she's going 1-on-4.
Yeah.
And she just overlet herself. Oh, she got the ball back.
Way to go,
get it.
Shushu.
Go get him, Shushu. Again.
Nicely done. Keep it up, girls.
That's probably the best offensive run of the night for our team. Good job by the freshman, Shushu Hamry. I'm proud to say that Shushu is one of my better algebra students.
Well, good.
All the soccer players I have in class are all doing well.
There you go. There we go. Let's get a shot.
On Northwest.
Hey, that's still way better than
how about giving us a 6-goal break here?
that's still way better than the first half.
Well, that's right.
I'm okay, with the offside call. Do I like it? No, but
it is what it is.
There you go.
Shushu's
there you
got
go.
It
Way to go, Shushu.
Love the effort on the part of Hamway. Now Manhattan comes down 5-on-3. You can afford to do that when you have a 6-goal lead.
Yeah. There we go.
Come on, win it back, ladies. And there's a foul.
Yep.
Hinkle called for the foul. It'll be a free kick for Manhattan. Down the middle. Nice interception there by Jackson.
There we go.
Come on, Grizzlies, bring it up. Keep it in, keep it in.
Not quite.
And it belongs to Northwest.
Fantastic.
I'll take that call.
And I think he's going to let us sub. Yep. We're going to go ahead and sub. Yeah, I can't see who that is.
I can't either. That looks like Lexi
number 3.
Carr
Yep,
came
number
in,
3.
And I didn't see who the other one was.
Is that number 5?
That would be Emmeline Edwards.
I'm just guessing at this point. Not entirely sure.
What are we doing here?
I wonder if we had a bad throw-in.
Must have, because they gave a ball right to Manhattan for their throw-in. Manhattan on the march here inside the 30. Now comes back out to the 40.
Oh, so close.
Not for long, inside the 30. Inside the 15, the 20.
There we go, Grizzlies.
And there's another one bouncing down. Mariah Hood giving chase. And pops it out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Manhattan deep in Grizzly territory. 11 minutes to go in the game. Grizzlies down by 6. Out it comes towards center. Grizzlies on the march here into Manhattan territory. Shushu giving chase, trying to win it back. Grizzlies still control it. I think Shushu may have contributed to that with her pressure.
That's a good step by Jackson to get it up, but here comes Manhattan right back.
Hunter Hinkle lost it through her feet. Now we got a problem. Here comes the shot, and it goes wide right. Thank you very much. Piper Schrag had the breakaway and missed. I'll bet that goal was looking as big as a Greyhound bus in front of her.
I'm sure it was. There you go. Way to go, Malia.
Jackson at the 25 sends one up to the middle.
Beautiful.
Shoo at the 50. Shoo can't keep it. Grizzlies fighting for it. Now Manhattan comes away with it. This is trouble again. Centering pass. And a break for Northwest because the Grizzlies got to it first. That ball had goal written on it. There were two black shirts in the area. That one gets kicked back. Horseman will shank one, and it's going to go out of play. It will be a throw-in for Manhattan. Real deep.
Yeah,
in Grizzly territory.
Almost by the
ball's
corner.
At the 2-yard line. If they choose to take it there, they did not. Out of play, we'll do it again.
And, bad throw-in, so it is getting turned over to the Grizzlies.
Well, it's interesting that they're calling that.
I know.
With such regularity.
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it. The throw-in's wrong, make them pay.
Yeah.
Out of play, we'll do it again. This time it's Manhattan's ball.
Just a little bit further back.
And we'll do it again now, 5 yards closer. I feel like a broken record here.
And
all right, what do we have here? Ball loose in the penalty area. And that one's kicked out. We'll do it again. Across the bow, nobody there, thank goodness. J.C. Sure fighting for it. At midfield, Manhattan again bringing it down.
Grizzlies have a chance, but
Grizzlies can't control it. Now they pop one into Manhattan territory. Shoo-Shoo's there, and she goes down hard. I think the turf monster got her. That is offside, yes, sir.
Yes.
Be a free kick for Northwest. 6.5 to go now. And the Grizzlies trail 6-0. Doesn't look too good for the visitors in white.
It doesn't, but they've pulled it together a little bit more so in the second half.
Nice job by Ed Patterson. This one goes out of play. It will belong to Northwest. Hunter Hinkle will throw it in. What do we have here? A mess. Ball goes out of play and belongs to Northwest. That's what we've got, is just a plain mess. Jackson throws it up to Shoo, and she can't trap it.
That's okay.
Goes out of play down.
Manhattan will have 3 subs coming in.
Jackson can't control it. Sent back out in the center, and here's another break. Offside again.
They're
trying to help us.
They're doing good.
Another free kick for Northwest.
The defense is doing good and, staying up just enough.
Yep. In the far corner, Mariah Hood fighting for it. It goes out of play. And it will be, I believe, a Grizzly throw-in.
Nope, but it looks like they are giving it to Manhattan.
Well, that shows you what I know. Manhattan will throw it in after the ball chase. And it comes in. Who's going to win it? Manhattan wins it. Oh, nice lead pass.
Oh.
What beautiful play to Salmons. Fortunately, it was intercepted.
Oh, beautiful ball.
Here we go. Shot. Oh, he missed everything. Yeah, she's got her hands in her head in her hands, and I can't say as I blame her. Point blank shot. And that was by Salmons again. That would have been her third.
Looks like, yeah, I can't see out of these.
Grizzlies brought 3 in?
Yeah, let's see. There, I saw number 15, and yeah, that's about all I got.
That's Sandoval came in. Who else came in? I had my attention on the.
Yeah, I'm not entirely
on
sure.
The goal at the time. Goal kick coming. It's taken. Jackson sends it wide to the near side. Unfortunate. Hinkle knocked it out of play. Quick throw in. Hinkle again. Nice
there
poke.
You go.
Manhattan comes away with it again. There's a crossing pass. Oh. And we have another offside. That one won't count.
Oh, yep. Offside. We really lucked out on that one.
We did. The goal will not stand. I've lost track of my arithmetic. Okay, they had 7 up on the board. I thought it was only 6.
Yeah.
They put it up thinking that was going to count, but there was no way. Fighting for it on the far side of the field at the 20. There's a long one that's going to go over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest, and it will come with a minute and change remaining in the game. Grizzlies are going to drop this one, and it looks like they're going to take a Schneider on it.
Playing with a little too much on the far side, and so it'll be a Manhattan throw-in.
In it comes. Nice job by Malia Jackson to kick it out. But Manhattan has it again.
And that'll probably go all the way over. Yep.
Be another goal kick for Northwest with 20 seconds to go. Varsity game will commence about 20 minutes from now. We're going to send it to the pregame show with Christina Commons as soon as this one wraps up. So you want to definitely stay with us for that?
They'll get it pretty much kicked off from the goal kick, and it'll almost be game.
There we go.
And there it is.
We're done. Okay, final score of the junior varsity contest. Manhattan 6, Northwest nothing. I'm gonna walk inside because he doesn't know where it is, and I'm gonna load up the pregame show.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Christina Commons reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate and Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Commons with Kevin Arkin.
Okay, our lead off to the varsity contest now continues, and we're joined by our head coach, Christina Commons, on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, real estate, but better. Well, Coach, so let's look back on, first of all, look back on last Thursday. We got to entertain Southeast at home, and turned out to be a pretty good ball game.
Yes, it was a very physical match, which is exactly what we needed coming into our next set, because we know Manhattan's going to be physical as well. I don't think the girls were expecting it. It was unfortunate that, I mean, yes, we went up one, right, in the beginning, got a quick goal first 10 minutes, but then it kind of seemed like we relaxed and we just kind of coasted, and the next thing you know, we give them a PK and they score. And then it's like it lit that light on us again, and the next thing you knew, we score, and then we just kind of we coasted again. So I'm really hoping that we see a little bit more action, a little more aggression to wanting to get that second goal and third goal before a team scores and gets it tied on us, like what just happened with Southeast.
Well, we're going into a stretch. We've talked about it. We've got a stretch of 3 tough ones. We've got Manhattan tonight, and then Washburn on Thursday at home, and then we go over to Carroll next Tuesday. So 3 tough ones back to back to back before senior night. And, unlike previous years, and I don't want to be a prophet of doom here or jinx anything, but unlike previous years, Manhattan has had their own struggles this year. I mean, they're under 500. And, they got beat by Trinity, who we played earlier this season, and they got beat by Trinity at home. So this team is certainly beatable, is where I'm going with this. And I don't want to put a jinx on the whole shooting match by saying that, but the girls that I've talked to are very, very confident in that very thing, that, hey, this is a team we can go out there, we can play with this team, and we can win.
Yes, and I completely agree with that. I think one of the things the girls even have to understand is I mean, we've competed against Manhattan in the past, and they've always tended to have that extra score on us. And I think this year, knowing about the Trinity game and that kind of piece, it kind of got a little excitement in them. And that idea of, we might be able to do something against this team.
This might be the year.
Yeah, and that would be amazing if it is, because that would be a great turn and really help us, especially within that postseason kind of setting of where we're going to be at. Especially with, I mean, like you were saying, that we have these next few games are going to be really tough for us and competitive in strength, which I wouldn't ask it for any other way. If you're going to play good teams, you might as well play them back to back, because I think the kids are ready for it. And I would say the last 2 games, not necessarily the most scoring fulfilled kind of games, but I'm really hoping this one will be a good turn for us.
We've got with Washburn and Bishop Carroll coming up, especially Washburn. I mean, they've had our number for years, and granted, it's in our ball yard this time, but they're good every year. They always bring a lot to the table. This would be a good one to get as far as postseason seeding. You mentioned it yourself that we're starting to look at postseason with only 4 games left to be played. Have you looked at any real scenarios yet?
I'm not. We're close, but I also don't feel like we're close enough. There's too many teams with 5 or 6 wins, that things could go either way still with a lot of it. But what I do think is what's interesting is um, when you kind of look at teams and you think of, okay, who have we lost to? We happen to be above them right now. And then vice versa. There's some teams that um, I mean, we beat, and you look at where they're posted at, and then look at where we're at, and we're in a really good spot right now, which I hope we kind of can keep in that kind of area. Because unfortunately, I don't want to have to go to Washburn for the first round. I don't want to do that again.
I don't want
And
to do that either.
I'm really hoping that we can get ourselves in a nice. I mean, even if we have to travel somewhere else, um, it would be nice to possibly first round play a team we haven't played yet. And
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of that, you're thinking like Dodge City, you're thinking Liberal, and I get those are really big trips, but they're teams we haven't played. And I think that gives us even that next edge and that next step. And that's with any team. If you haven't played them yet, for that first round, it can really give you that edge. And so I'm hoping for that.
Okay. I know we're looking way ahead yet with 4 games still to go, and a lot of things can happen. And of course, it's going to start tonight with Manhattan. So, what has you've had JC Sure up on varsity for the last few games? She's been a little spark plug on the field, has she not?
Yeah, she's gotten just very slow, low minutes, not a whole lot. But with some of the potential injuries that we could have, we do have Kim coming back from her concussion. So that'll be really nice to have her up top. But just not knowing what could happen in a game, having that extra body. And she's willing, she's like, you don't have to put me in. But when she gets in, she's excited and she's going to do her best and she won't give up on me. So I'm excited to have her in that role coming up for us, especially with Jasmine. It does not look like she's going to be returning at all. Her knee is still pretty swollen. We do think we have ruled out a ACL tear. So that's always good because she went to the doctor. So she's now in that process of getting the MRI to actually see what is causing
Okay,
the
that was going to be my question. So she hasn't had it yet.
She has not. They've done all of the kind of tests for the ACL to see if it's in place, if it's strong and sturdy, and that's seeming to be well. Like the test is coming good. He's more concerned with meniscus.
Okay.
Which is not as bad of a recovery or anything like that, because that is the knee she had the ACL surgery on already.
Yes, and the fact that she's already been cut on that knee, that's going to take longer for her to heal, and you want to be extra careful anyway. Yep. So yeah, I could see the scenario where she will spend the rest of her season up in the broadcast booth with us. So
I will say the one thing I like about her the most is she's walking around really good right now. Like even from when you saw her probably last week, each time you see her walking just that little bit better. So you know she's feeling better and she's still in great spirits, and that's all you can ask for somebody when they get injured.
So yeah, what's the injury situation for the rest of the bunch?
Right now we really don't have anything. I think we're gonna have everybody back for this game, which is exciting. I kind of wish I had that, last week as well. But having everybody back means we've got more legs that can play on that field. We can get the subs in and out that we need, and hopefully we won't see those little dips in plays because of fatigue that we've been kind of seeing in the past. So I'm really excited for the turnout.
Okay, we'll see what happens tonight up here in Manhattan against the Indians or on a turf field. The girls like turf. I know we don't, but the girls do. So, maybe that'll work in our favor a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, and especially when I think about the last times we played on turf, like the tournament, we did phenomenal. It was beautiful. We had several different goals, a lot more opportunities. So maybe it'll end up being a good thing for us.
We'll find out. We'll find out tonight for sure.
Yes.
Best of luck to you against Manhattan. We'll look forward to a visit before Thursday's home game against Washburn.
Thank you so much.
Head coach Christina Commons joining us pregame. Stay tuned now. We're going to hear from our good friends at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Manhattan Indians. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Brewing, Colson, and Kitsch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Wallena family in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
And we welcome you again, ladies and gentlemen, to Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium here in Manhattan, Kansas, on a rather cool night. Temperature in the 60s, overcast skies, and threat of rain later. It's not going to rain during the game, we don't think. So it should be a pretty good night for soccer. Grizzlies come in needing some wins. There's a lot of teams log-jammed right where we are, and this team is one of them. Manhattan comes in 6-7 on the season. And Northwest is what? I forgot.
They're actually Manhattan is actually right above us in the standings.
Okay, so this is a big game.
Northwest is 5-6-1 on the season so far.
Okay. So even though they have we have fewer losses, that tie messed us up.
Yeah.
We needed to win that game, then we'd be 6-7, and
we'd be 6-6 at this point.
Oh, 6-6, yeah. So we would have the game in hand. Anyway, those are all ifs and ands, and if ifs and ands were pots and pans, there'd never be any tinkers. So that's just the way it is. So we have again a big game tonight, and you heard our visit with head coach Christina Commons on the pregame show, and as far as who's not here and who's not available, Jasmine Pena is not available tonight, and she is probably not available the rest of the year. Alicia Tercios has been out for quite some time, and she is still out. We don't know. He probably isn't going to make it back either. Otherwise, we think we're pretty healthy. Kimberly Johnson is just coming off of concussion protocol, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how she reacts to being in a game time situation again.
Yeah, it's her first game back, so it'll be. I'm sure she's anxious for it.
I know I am. Yeah, I am indeed anxious to see her back and hope she can put a couple in tonight. That would be nothing but great. Both teams are on the sideline, and we still have 3 minutes to go. I guess they decided to quit warming up. We do not know if we can hear the PA announcer from where we're sitting or not. We are sitting, Ashley and I are sitting in front of the press box. Andy is in the press box where all the heavy-duty equipment is. So
we should be able to hear, because I did hear the announcer say 10 seconds left in the JV match.
Okay.
But I don't know if it'll come through
I don't know
the broadcast.
What's he talking about? Our executive producer is making executive nonsense.
I believe he talked with Sawyer Ross.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm not sure when she will head up this way, but of course
Sawyer is in the building.
I'm sure she has agreed.
We can get her on at halftime. That would be nice to do. And if we can't get her on at halftime, we'll get her on sometime.
Yeah, it looks like they are starting to line up for the introductions.
Yeah, if you call that lining up, yeah.
Well, I said starting to.
Yeah, starting is right, because Manhattan has nobody up at the line. Grizzlies are in their road whites tonight. Manhattan will be in their home black uniforms with white numerals. And I think they're wearing red trunks tonight. Yes, indeed, they are.
No, it looks like they're in the same color.
Oh, they're wearing gray tops. Are those gray?
They're gray, but I think that could be their warm-up jerseys.
I think they took their warm-up jerseys off to reveal that.
I hope
that may be the real deal.
I hope not, because I can't see a single number.
I can't see those numbers at all either. Well, I will say one thing. They're milking all 20 minutes
Yes, they are.
of the in-betweenage. Of course, the refs are doing a great job of getting everybody online quickly and efficiently.
And the clock is down to 0 and has been reset already to 40 minutes for the first half.
And there's no horn on that clock.
I noticed that.
I noticed that in the JV game. They have turned that horn off, which, in my view, is a big mistake.
Oh, for sure.
Ask North High. They got burned on it. On their own field, they got burned on it.
That was against us, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. It was, who was they playing? This was at Cloud, when they were playing at Cloud. And Skoll Ratattamorn was the center referee. And they played almost an entire minute after the clock expired.
Oh, my goodness.
They didn't know the game was over, and they scored. The winning goal was scored. We cannot hear that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can halfway hear it.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and give you the starters as they do. I don't know whether the starters are first or the national anthem is first.
I'll let you know when I hear.
And see, they're doing what I like to do. They bring everybody out.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, they made me stop doing that.
They are doing the starters first.
Okay. Number 1, Liliana Hernandez. Senior Liliana Hernandez is in goal for Northwest, wearing number 1. Midfielder, a junior, number 5, Emily Bravo. Senior midfielder, number 6, Raylan Grant. Freshman midfielder, number 7, Adri Bootsma. I even told them the right way. Number 8, freshman Toby Mitchell on defense for Northwest. And Kimmy Aguero up front, forward. She's a freshman wearing number 10. Also on defense for the Grizzlies, number 13, freshman Bonnie Rueda.
They skipped.
You know, I'm just going to stop doing what I do. Amaya Alvarez, number 16, the junior, is playing defense. Audrey Thomas, the sophomore, number 20, doing the same. Up front, Lillian Schilling, number 21, the senior. And also up front, Kimberly Johnston, number 23. She's the freshman. Head coach for the Grizzlies, Christina Commons. She's assisted by Michelle Lawrence. Now the starters for the Lady Indians. In goal, a sophomore, number 00, Jocelyn Gaywith. Forward, number 1, sophomore, Lauren Bowie. Forward, junior, number 4, Tess Henry. Forward, freshman, number 7, Hannah Boggs. Defender, a junior, number 8, Cameron Felice. Freshman midfielder, number 10, Jubilee Kelly Kawada. Freshman midfielder, number 11, Savannah Heitman. Sophomore defender, number 12, Ava Connell. Senior midfielder, number 14, Jada Dabini. And a junior midfielder, number 15, Evelyn Thornburg. And on defense, a freshman, number 20, Avery Meeker. Head coach of the Indians is Mike Sanchez. He's assisted by Marshall Adams, Carmen Martini, and Jacob Weave. And we want to, well, I'm going to wait to do that until we do the national anthem, which is coming up right now. national anthem here at Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium. We're getting set for the kickoff of tonight's varsity contest between the Lady Indians of Manhattan High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Grizzlies will be, as I mentioned earlier, wearing their road white uniforms with blue numerals and blue trunks, and they will defend the goal to your left. They will play from left to right here in the first half. And the Indians will play in their invisible jerseys. They will be playing in gray jerseys with blue numerals, which are impossible to see, and gray trunks. So you may not hear a lot about the Lady Indians tonight, and that's not because we don't like them. It's because we can't see them.
Yeah, I even checked. The only way I could even see them is to use the binoculars.
Yeah, and I cannot see a single number out there.
No, without it, I can't. Yeah. Oh, wait, I can see number 4, who is just, she's the closest one to us.
Oh. Great. We need to get everybody to stand at the 50-yard marker on this side of the field for the rest of the game so we can tell you who they are. Or maybe every time somebody goes there, we'll just say who went by.
There you go.
In any case, we're ready to go here. And the Grizzlies kick it off. We're underway. Defense has it. They send it up. It's quickly picked off by Manhattan. And they send one down the far side of the field. Centering pass, broken up very nicely by Northwest. They'll bring it up to the 20, to the 25, out to the 40. Nice play. Manhattan steals it, comes away with it. And they still have it at the Grizzly 35. Now the Grizzlies get it back. Alvarez sends it to the near side. Overled her intended target, Emily Bravo. Manhattan comes away with it again. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard wherever you are on planet Earth. This is the varsity contest, Manhattan and Northwest, and we're about a little over a minute into the game. To center it comes over here now on the near side. Lillian Schilling playing defense. I had you wrong earlier. I thought she was going to play forward to start. They've got her in the back to provide that defensive muscle on the near side of the field. And now we have a whistle.
And it's going to be a throw-in for the Grizzlies.
Toby Mitchell going to throw it in for Northwest. Pops it off of the foot of Bravo. Amaya back to Bravo. Now to Kimberly Johnston on the near side. She centers one for Raylan Grant. Grant, spin move. Back to Johnston. Kimberly still has it. She sends one out to center. There's nobody there to run through to it. Closest person to it was Adri Bootsma. Manhattan brings it back. And the Grizzlies intercept. Oh, they cannot control. And out here to center it comes. This one's going back deep. Toby Mitchell giving chase. Off of Toby, it'll be a corner kick for Manhattan, the first corner kick of the game for either team. In the air it goes, to the middle of the penalty area. It goes through everybody. And over to the far side now, where it'll be a throw in for Northwest. Out of play, it'll stay with the Grizzlies. Kimmy Aguero over there for Northwest. Manhattan gets it back at their own 40. Up to midfield. Raylan Grant harassing mercilessly over there. Now she gets some help, and the Grizzlies, are they going to get it back? Yes, they are, because it's a foul called, and it will be a free kick for Northwest. You can tell she's a mother. Lady over here has one of those huge posters of her daughter's face in her hand in support of her daughter and the Manhattan Indians.
Maybe I should consider doing that for next year for April's senior year and just embarrass her. Just because. She wouldn't like it, though. I guarantee it.
No. Do it anyway. This one goes back. Hustling back is Thomas. And she will punch it back to Liliana. Liliana back to the far side. Nice play over there. It goes out of bounds, though, and it will be a throw-in for Manhattan. Good to see you. Can you stay a while?
I can stay a while.
Okay, we're going to put you on at halftime.
Okay, perfect.
Sawyer Ross has just joined us up here in the broadcast booth, and we're going to slap a headset on her at halftime here. So, have to ask what's new and all that. Just eliminate the suspense in one way, if you would, for me, though, Sawyer. Are you flunking out yet?
No,
not yet. Okay. Well, I thought I'd check.
Give me one more sentence.
I heard you were on double secret probation. You know, my favorite movie is still Animal House. You have no grade point average. Okay, we have a throw-in for Manhattan here. We're 6 minutes in. No score. Grizzlies trying to get it out of their own end. There's a long one. Hits the crossbar of the football goal post. That'll make it a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10 quick seconds. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Many thanks to the families of James McNeese and David and Luana Clark for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
Waiting for the goal kick. It looks like Liliana's going to do herself as soon as she decides which side to put it on. And she sends it across the mouth over to the far side. Bonnie Rueda now watches it go out of play, and that will be a throw-in for Manhattan. And just between you, me, and the lamppost, Ashley, I don't like the way this is going here in the early going.
No, we've spent way too much time in our half, for sure.
This is getting to be a rerun of the JV game.
Not quite, but close.
A lot of time spent in our own end. That one goes into the Indians bench. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest.
Yep.
Up in the air and trapped by Manhattan. Pretty good trap there. And here come the Indians back, and they've got some numbers. Oh, it went out of play. So
knocked it out.
About give the Grizzlies a chance to get back.
Yeah, it was about the 40.
This one goes in deep and crossing, trouble.
Oh.
And everybody whiffed on it. Thank you very much. Manhattan still with it. And Liliana's living a charmed life here at the moment. Ball thrown into the penalty area. 1-on-3, and somehow Manhattan wins it. This one goes out of play. We'll have a throw-in coming for the Indians. That throw-in was taken, by the way, by Avery Meeker, and I only know that because she's right in front of us. This one goes wide. It'll be a quick goal kick for Northwest. Thomas again will send it wide. Bonnie Rueda launches one to the middle, but it's going to land right on the foot of a gray shirt. Out of play, that'll be a throw-in for Manhattan. It doesn't get any easier after tonight, folks. Our next game is Thursday. We are at home against Washburn Rural. Need I say more? We haven't beaten Washburn Rural since I've been alive. Maybe this is the year. Out here to center. Come on, fight for that ball. Good job. Kimberly Johnston give and go, and she got blocked on the return, so she couldn't get to it. And here comes Manhattan again. We have a foul called, and it's going to be a free kick for Northwest.
Even though we have spent way too much time, in our opinion, on our own side, the defense has done an amazing job.
They have. They've been great. They're just working too hard. That one intercepted. Emily Bravo couldn't get it back. Now down the near side come the Indians. There's another crossing pass intercepted by Schilling. She deflected it anyway. Now it comes back out. Indians still have it on the far side. It goes. Nice takeaway there by Rueda. Kimmy Aguero sends it to the near side, but nobody's home.
Nicely done,
Beautiful
Grizzlies.
job, Kimmy. And Kimmy gets pushed off the ball.
There you go, Alvarez.
Here we go. Oh, good ball by Bravo. Johnston has a man all draped all over her. Gets it back to Bravo. Come on, Emily. Sends it forward. And that was off of a defensive player. That'll be a corner kick for Northwest.
All
and
right.
now we're finally starting to show a little bit of O. Here's a shot over the crossbar. That'll be a goal kick for Manhattan.
Just barely over. Great opportunity.
Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Mel Hamblen Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Grizzly.
Goal kick taken. Back out to the 40 it comes. And now Manhattan on the move. 3-on-4. And here's a breakaway for the Indians. They get the shot off the post. And they get there in time to finish it. Good work. The shooter knocked it off the post, then ran in after the slop and made a sliding tackle on the ball to put it in. And Manhattan leads 1-0. We'll tell you who it is as soon as the PA guy tells us.
I don't know if they even know.
They may not. Well, we may not find out. That may be the biggest mystery of the night, because they couldn't figure it out either. If they do announce it, we'll pass it along to you. That one goes off of Schilling. Quick throw in now by Manhattan. Grizzlies in the unfortunate position of having to play from behind, something we have not done well this year. Although we did play from behind against Southeast.
Oh, beautiful. Come on, Grizzlies. You got to keep working that ball.
Manhattan has it back. 45, 40, 35. And tapped out of play by Bravo. Nice defensive play. They'll get the throw in very quickly. And here we go. There's a long one. That's going to go wide to the right. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. And let's take another one. We'll be back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Mel Hamlin Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Grizzly.
Coming in for Northwest during the change were Nevaeh Villa, number 2, Jamison McHugh, number 14, and Isbell Santiago, number 15. Hopefully that will get some fresh legs into the game and shore up that defense. And God, those breakaways just kill you. Manhattan has been running breakaways. There's an offside. They've been running breakaways since the beginning of the JV game all night long.
But looks like they're actually calling a foul back closer to the 20 before the offside occurred.
Oh.
And he's asking for the clock to be stopped. But they're not.
I don't think he asked for it to be stopped, to be honest with you.
It looked like it, at least from here.
He was saying he was holding up his whistle.
Ah.
So instead of Northwest getting a free kick on the offside, it's going to be a free kick for Manhattan inside the 20 on the foul. Big turnaround. That one loose in front and rejected. Nice play. It goes out of bounds. We'll go for the throw in here instead. Loose in front, and Liliana comes out to corral it. Nice boot out past the 40. Picked off. Now the referee got a piece of it. Oh, here's another break for Manhattan and another bit of luck for Northwest. They couldn't get the final shot off. McHugh can't win it. A big game for both teams for seeding purposes. Manhattan 6-7 coming in, and Northwest 5-6-1 coming in. Isbell Santiago throws it into McHugh. And give and go was overled and ends up back on the Manhattan feet. On the near side. Manhattan looking for an opening. And they didn't get it. Nice interception that time by Amaya Alvarez. This one's going to get tapped back to Liliana. She can't pick it up, so she'll boot it out. That one's out of bounds. It will go to Manhattan. This one's going to go all the way back. Oh, no, they chipped it over. Oh, my goodness. Liliana came out expecting to catch it, and someone ran in and chipped it over her head. Wow. And it's 2-0. Boy, that one hurt from up here.
That one did hurt. I mean, but props to Manhattan. That was actually quite nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the play was great on the Manhattan side. And I don't know that, quite honestly, that Liliana had another option but to come out.
No.
If she stays back in, that girl's going to come up here and eat her lunch. Kick it off. 22 to go, first half. Grizzlies down 2-0. The lights are on here at Bishop Stadium. At least some of them are.
We got a foul on the Grizzlies, so a free kick for Manhattan.
They'll take it from the 45 of Northwest, and in the air it goes all the way back. Look at that run through. Beautifully done. The ball too high, and that's a break for Northwest. Out to center it goes. Out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Manhattan. Across the way, it's headed forward. Rueda fighting to get it back. Did a good job of shielding it.
Oh, nice block by Adri Bootsma.
It'll be a throw in, but you're right. That was a nice block on a crossing pass. And it comes again. A few headers going on there. And loose in front, and Liliana is there to corral it. Out to center it goes and intercepted by Manhattan. Miyagiro sends it to McHugh. McHugh to Raylan Grant. Grant. Oh, nice job getting it to Isbell. Couldn't control it, however. But that's all right. Toby Mitchell sends it forward.
And we've got a couple of subs coming in. Looks like
Let's see if you can figure out
Kimberly.
who they are.
Looks like Kimberly's coming back in, and
yeah, that is Kimberly
Emily
Johnson
Bravo.
And Emily Bravo. I would agree with both those. Throw in comes in from Toby Mitchell. Kimberly gets ahead on it, knocks it out of play.
But there's going to be a pushing foul against Manhattan, so Grizzlies will get a nice free kick.
I'll take that foul.
And I'm guessing it'll be about the 10.
So it's right at the top of the penalty area. And this should be direct.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it wasn't quite that far out, but okay.
Yeah. At least they gave us the ball.
Yeah.
You got to look at the bright side.
Exactly.
Rueda puts it in a corner.
Beautiful.
Score! Bonnie Rueda gets the goal.
Beautiful goal. Beautiful.
Well, you couldn't ask for anything better than that one. There's another play that'll make the highlight reel tonight.
Oh, absolutely. That was perfect.
That was beautiful. So the lead is cut to 2-1. Grizzlies are on the board. The Schneider is gone.
Which in most of our games, that has been a battle. So I'm thrilled that we have a goal at this point. Let's see if we can get a second one.
Got to get the ball back first. Nice job by Toby to stop that one, but it goes right back to Manhattan. There's a centering pass. Grizzlies can't clear it. There's one wide left. Hey, nice play by the ball boy, if I do say so.
That was perfect.
That was. I hope you got that on camera.
Well, I definitely got the ball coming right back.
He did it laying on his back. Toby Mitchell. Near side. Kimberly. Nice
Good
ball to Jamison. Jamison now up to Emily. Jamison comes over to help out. Ball goes out. Who's it going to belong to? How about Northwest? Let's get something going here.
And looks like, yeah, it'll be, we have Grizzly waiting to come in.
Oh, she can come in after we score.
But it looks like it is Adri Bootsma who is lined up to come back in.
My hat's off to you. I can't tell that from here. That ball boy made another good play. We need to give him an honorary contract. Isabel Santiago heads for the bench, being replaced by Bootsma.
Nice trap.
That was indeed a nice trap. Grant with it now. Raylan, good ball. Oh, she overled. Bootsma couldn't get to it. So it'll be a throw in for Manhattan. 15 to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 2-1. Here's a chance and a shot, and Liliana's right there to make the save. Out to the middle to
There
Grant.
we go.
Oh, Raylan couldn't feed it back. McHugh couldn't get to it. And I think Kimberly is going to get called for a foul. And now she's hobbling.
And
she's coming off.
Stopping the clock.
Yeah, they're bringing her off. She got hurt. We will hope it is nothing serious. We just got her back.
Yeah.
She's been on concussion protocol for several games. And now we resume play.
And so Kimmy came in for her.
Back out towards center. Aguero tried to get it over here to Bootsma, who was wide open, but whiffed on it. Manhattan on the far side. Braylon Grant sends one back. This is going to go all the way back to Hernandez. She'll pop one over on the far side. Grizzlies working it down the field. McHugh with it. Out of play to Northwest. Pretty fast-moving first half, if I do say so. It just seems like we've only been playing 28 minutes or so.
Manhattan got a couple subs in. Let's see. It was number 14 and number 20 who came back in for Manhattan.
That's Emily Umer, and 20 is Avery Meeker. No, that's wrong. They're both Avery Meeker's correct. 14 is Jada Dabini. Manhattan controls it at their own 30. Come on, Grizzlies, put some pressure on. Foot race, Toby Mitchell, you going to win it? Goal kick, Northwest. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by the family of Glenn and Camille Nyberg, longtime supporters of the soccer program and the annual golf tournament in memory of Glenn.
And we're back awaiting the restart of things here with a goal kick, and here it comes. Up the middle to Bootsma at the 20. Bootsma sends one that was intended for Aguero, but off the line a little bit. There's a long shot and a save by Hernandez.
Beautiful save. Beautiful save.
Oh, my. It is a corner kick for Manhattan. I'll take a corner kick off of that.
Yeah, for sure.
In the air and
punched over.
The mouth of the goal. Grant finally boots it out to the 20. This one goes right back in. Now it's popped back up. Toby Mitchell utilized the infield fly rule.
And offside.
Now offside called against Manhattan. Free kick Northwest and a break for the Grizzlies.
I'm a little concerned because Liliana Hernandez took a little bit to get up after that dive, and she's kind of
stretching out her right arm a little bit, isn't she?
She is.
I'll have to see if that develops into anything else. April is available, but she can only play in one half of this game. This one goes wide and stays in. Good job. Manhattan did a great job with that. Now here's a chance to center. Grizzlies go down, and a free kick coming for Northwest. That one chipped backwards. Mitchell knocks it out of play, and that's about all she could do back there, so it'll be a throw in for Manhattan. Out of play, and it'll be a throw in for Manhattan again.
Goal
That'll
kick.
be a goal kick for Northwest. Want to take a moment here to give a shout out to some new viewers of our webcast tonight. Larry and Marta Warren of Wichita are watching their first game tonight on the Grizzly YouTube channel, and we welcome you aboard and hope you're enjoying the contest. Free kick for Northwest here, and it goes up the far side. Now back to Rueda. Bonnie lost the ball. 3-on-2. Here comes Manhattan back again, and a nice job to clear that one into the bleachers.
And we got a couple more lined up to come in. See if
I didn't hear that, but
let's see.
Our executive producer seems to know who it is.
Kimberly and Addison Porter.
Addison Porter going to make her first appearance tonight.
Yep.
Are we waiting for a ball or what here?
He just stopped the clock.
He's giving somebody a card, I think.
No.
Oh. Sending off an injured player. Looks like Emily might have a nosebleed or something.
No, that is Nevaeh Villa. And coming back on for her is Audrey Thomas.
Audrey Thomas replaces Nevaeh Villa. We'll see what's going on with Nevaeh. She looked like she was having a nosebleed or something.
Cross stop by Audrey.
Throw in for Manhattan. And Audrey guilty of a foul here. It's going to be a free kick. Look how close to the penalty area that puppy is.
Yeah.
Less than a foot away from a PK. Now we're going to move the line back. The required 10 yards. How can you cheat on a football field with yardage?
Yeah.
I do not understand that. In the air, loose in front. Follow, score.
Yep.
Jada Dabini picks up the slop and makes it 3-0. 3-1. Dabini was in the right place at the right time. Alvarez sends one back now. Schilling gets it back. And she'll send one up the middle for Aguero. Now, Bootsma fighting for it on the near side right in front of us.
Good ball.
Good ball to Kimberly Johnston. And Manhattan comes away with it again. Good job by Alvarez to intercept. Kimmy Aguero to Johnston. Back to Aguero. We may have something going here. Aguero puts one up. And an easy save that time by Jocelyn Gayworth. First time I've called her number all night. This one fighting for it. Toby Mitchell, nice play. 5 minutes to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 3-1. Nice interception and a nice run. And Lillian Schilling saved the day by booting it out of bounds.
Nice clear. We've got a couple of Manhattan players coming in. Let's see if I can hear.
Good luck with that.
Okay,
I heard number 6.
I heard number 6 too.
Claire Smith, senior defenders coming in. I didn't hear the other one.
I didn't either.
PA announcer's not very loud here, unlike the guy at home. Good ball again. And we have an offside. How unfortunate. Down the field it goes, and it's going to be Liliana with it. There she goes. Her kick is short, out to the 50 on 2 bounces. Aguero fights for it and goes all the way back to Galwith, who sends it right back out again. That one's going to go out of play for a Manhattan throw in.
And a couple
Manhattan
more coming
will
in.
Sub in 2 of them. Well,
I don't know.
This PA guy's not as good as the guy at home. Bella Peters, number 19, was the second
And
one.
I think I heard the name Courtney.
Courtney. Let's see if there's a Courtney in here. There's not. Oh yeah, there is. Courtney Harrison.
Yes.
Number 2. We'll just tell everybody that she's in the game. Who's going to know? Throw in for Manhattan. That one's going to deflect and go over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Stay tuned after our halftime break. We're going to have a visit from a soccer alum of Northwest. Sawyer Ross is in the booth. We're going to find out what she's been up to and if she's been in jail. Quick throw in for Toby Mitchell.
Good ball.
That one's going to
good
go all
through.
the way back to Liliana, but you're right. That was a good ball. And we have 1 minute to go in the first half. Andy, can you find a 1 minute spot? Yeah. If you can't, it's no big deal. Toby Mitchell,
Nicely
nice play.
done, Toby. Good ball. Sent back out
Come on,
to
Adri, get there.
Adri.
And it goes out of play. Whose is it? Yeah, they're giving it to Manhattan. I'm not sure I like that call, but nothing I can do about it. 25 seconds to go in the half. Foul on Amaya Alvarez, and that's probably going to do it. And this is trouble. Oh my gosh, now does it count? No goal.
No, they called no goal.
The clock had expired before the ball went in, so a break for Northwest.
Huge break. Huge break.
Okay, it's halftime, and after we get our hearts back in our stomachs where they belong, We'll be back to visit with Sawyer Ross, so stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer. Not a lot of slack there, Sawyer. So, what's the purpose of that?
Oh, me and Lily, it's from a poem that me and Lily like.
It's what?
It's from a poem me and Lily like.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
I got it last summer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So how you been?
I've been good.
Good to see you. You're
I
looking
know.
well.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been good. I know. Jail really is good for you, you know? It's refreshing.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer Program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Campaign of this property and it's sold right.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
And welcome back to Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium here in Manhattan, Kansas, where the Grizzlies trail the Manhattan Indians 3-1 at halftime. And I'm pleased to be joined at halftime by one of my all-time favorite lady soccer players from Northwest, Miss Sawyer Ross.
Thank you, Kevin.
So glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
I can make it to this game.
Of course, she's here because she goes to school in Manhattan down the street.
Yes, very close. So no, easy drive.
So tell me, let's talk about that. Tell me about K-State. Well, how's that going for you?
K-State is going good. I can't complain. I love the atmosphere there, everything that I hope to be, or it would be my senior year. So all good things.
Okay, and you're a sophomore, right?
I'm a freshman.
You're still a freshman?
Still a freshman. Got one more week.
Okay, one more week as a freshman.
One more week if it's a freshman.
Okay, yeah, see, time flies when you're having fun. I lost track. That's all it is.
I know, yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
And have you declared a major?
I am in finance right now. I'm going into finance, but I think I'm going to switch into human resource management the next semester.
That's a big field. There's
a
lot of need for that.
I know.
There's a lot of need for finance too.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with finance. I did that myself. So
yes,
I made it work for 40 years. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, maybe I'll do that.
So, but yeah, whatever your heart feels like it wants to do, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, accounting's kind of kicking my butt right now. So
accounting is hard. There's homework in accounting.
There's a lot of homework in accounting, Kevin.
I was an accounting major and a finance minor at Wichita
my
State, and
that's a lot.
It's every night. There's homework. You're just doing accounting homework. You're doing books every night. Every night you're doing.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Doing books, and I'll just tell you a short one. When I took Accounting 560, which is the upper level managerial accounting, we had to. There were 6 of us in the class.
Okay.
We had to, for our final, we had to do a get together all day, and we were presented with a whole boatload of transactions in a variety of different areas, and we had to do the books for a whole year. And there was only one right answer.
Oh, I know.
For net income,
and then
there's only one right answer.
If you mess up one thing, then the whole thing is messed up.
The whole thing falls apart.
Yep.
So what we did, we all brought something to eat. We got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and one of the ladies was from Taiwan.
Okay.
Nice gal. She brought an ice chest full of hot egg rolls. We ate egg rolls all day long.
I love that.
They were so good. So, and when we did, each of us took a segment of the thing, and then we all put it together at the end, and it was either an A or an F.
Yeah.
You either got it or you didn't.
Yep.
And we all got A's.
Good. That's good
So,
to hear.
Yeah.
I know.
That's an experience I won't forget anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
Every time you see egg rolls, it's like PTSD.
Yeah, it reminds me of that day in Clinton Hall over at Wichita State.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
So you're not playing, right? You're
I'm not playing. I'm not playing, but I try to stay active. Don't want that freshman.
So what
15.
are you doing besides school? Besides classes?
I've been hitting the gym because if I'm not playing soccer, then I better be doing something active.
Okay.
I am doing some faith stuff with the school, which is really fun. So.
Some what stuff?
Some faith.
Faith stuff.
Yes, I'm
Good
in
for you.
It's called Stumo.
Okay.
Yes, so it's been fun, but that's about it. And then
they have a lot of good faith programs out
Yes.
there. For whatever denomination.
Yes, they do.
You are. One of my favorite places on campus is St. Isidore's.
It's so beautiful.
It is. It's
so
just
beautiful.
gorgeous. And the guy who was the pastor there, his name I can't remember it now, only because I'm trying to think of it. But he was the pastor there for all 10 years I was at Capon. He was there, and we always went up there every spring. And got all the Capon kids together, and we went to St. Isidore's.
Yes.
And, of course, Matt Kelly was his name. Anyway, he always came. We fed everybody. We always usually pizza. That's what kids like. So, he came, he ate pizza, he listened to everything that was going on.
Exactly.
Social. It was great.
It's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it is a great atmosphere.
Yep.
So I really like that.
Yes. Yeah, but that's about it. And then I I work at McAllister's.
Oh, do you really?
Hey, I do. Yeah.
I'll be darned. Well,
I
you
know.
are busy. So.
A little bit.
You're making a little extra money.
A little extra money. Had to put
some of the load off of mom and dad, right?
Yeah. Put down my first down payment, Kevin. Yeah.
Down payment on what?
On a house.
Say what now?
On a house.
You've made a down payment?
I made a down payment on
Are
a house.
you kidding me?
I know. I'm excited.
You're only 19 years old.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I guess all I can say is I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I do not. Yeah, I
got 3 other roommates. We're excited.
So where's the house?
It's like right across the street. It's on Kearney, if you're familiar with that. It's right across the street from the business building, so it's a short walk for me.
Okay. Are you going to live there alone, or are you going to have roommates?
No, I have 3 other girls that I'm living with, so it'll be a good time.
Did they help buy the house?
Yes. Yeah. Rent.
So you co-own it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And that does make that makes more sense.
Yes.
So, well, good for you. I think that's great.
I know. I'm excited.
So, yeah, at least you're not throwing away money on rent. You don't have to live in the dorm.
Exactly.
Of course, you have to cook your own food.
I know. I'm scared. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work living by yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know.
My son found out that same thing. He was in the dorm his freshman year because he had to be.
Mm-hmm.
Football
That's how
players
we are.
were required to stay in the dorm.
Yep.
And, all of a sudden, they rented an apartment. And he realized, oh my gosh, I've got to clean up. I've got to, I've got to cook.
Yeah.
I got to do my own laundry. Of course, he didn't have to do his own laundry. His mother did it for him.
Yeah.
But, that's the way it is. So anyway, well, that's great news.
I know. I'm excited.
So yeah. So are you going to stay up there over the summer?
Or? No, I'm gonna come back to Wichita, work a little bit in Wichita, and then go back up.
Okay.
So yeah.
We're gonna work here.
Scooters. Hey, I love coffee.
Obviously.
Exactly. I love it.
Well,
I get to see everyone. I feel like everyone comes through my drive-thru. I'm like,
which
hey.
scooters do you work at?
The one on Central. Come visit. Shout out.
I know that one well, and my wife does too. She's in there all the time. She lives in there. I don't drink coffee, but
they got everything.
Donna's
they got
in there all
smoothies.
the time. So
good.
And for Christmas, I bought her a gift card, and I bought it at that Scooters.
Good.
So, and they kept trying to sell me a drink.
Well,
sure you don't want something to drink? No, I don't drink coffee. I'm not allowed to drink coffee. I'm sorry.
It's how we're trained.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. So,
you could grab a smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Maybe.
Protein shake, super good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll find out.
Little shout out to Central Scooters.
We're about to kick off. Grizzlies are going to play from right to left here in the second half, and it will be Manhattan kicking off. So great to have you.
Great to be here. Good to talk to you.
Thanks again for coming. Before you leave, tell your mom and dad how much you love them.
Oh, love you, Mom and Dad, if you're listening. Hello.
All righty. Good luck to you the rest of the year. I hope to see you this summer.
Thank you. Thank you.
All righty. Sawyer Ross, our visitor at halftime, and we sure thank her for sticking around and joining us at half, and I hope you stick around for the rest of the game as well. So we're just underway in the second half, and it looks like we have a punt coming from Liliana.
Nope. We have a keeper change.
Is that April down there?
It is April.
Oh, my gosh. Well, Liliana's been hurt, too, and you know she hurt her shoulder in the first half. You remember that on that dive?
Uh-huh.
So it's possible
that
they're taking her out as a precaution.
They took her out. April is in.
Okay. Please don't tell your daughter that I misidentified her.
Oh, I won't.
So
she'll laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Because she'll probably say, well at least she didn't call me Ashley.
All I did was I saw a pink jersey.
Yeah.
I saw Liana. So.
Well, she will probably say, at least she didn't call me Ashley.
That's right. Not yet, anyway. Mm-hmm. The day is still young.
It is still young.
On the near side, Manhattan brings it up across midfield. Oh, there's a nice through ball, and we are in trouble. Shot coming, and a save by April.
Beautiful save.
It was a gorgeous save. And that will be a corner kick for Manhattan, but I'll take the corner kick over what would have happened. Corner kick is in the air, and it goes over the top of the net. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. 2 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies trail 3-1, all the goals scored in the first half. And those fast break goals, they're killers.
Yeah, they are killers.
That's what we've got up there against us, is some fast break scoring. Oh, here's another chance, and that one is shanked left, thank goodness. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. April will handle the duty. Ashley, I want you to look across the field at our bench and tell me if that is Liliana that is laying on the ground being worked on.
It is.
Yeah. So we know there is obviously an injury situation there.
I'm not sure if she's being worked on or if she's stretching.
I got to believe she's being worked on because there's 3 adults hovering over her. We'll let you know what we see if we see anything down there. That one is tapped out. It'll be a throw in for Northwest at the 10-yard line. All of which is good here.
Oh.
There's a long one by Rueda that's going to go way left, and it will be a goal kick for Manhattan. One of the few goal kicks they've had tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well-placed balls here. Now, good job by Alvarez to get it back for Northwest. Kimmy lost it between her legs, and Manhattan comes away with it. Raylan Grant sends one up. Or back, I should say. And we have Maya Alvarez is doing a great job of shielding the ball, and they're going to call the foul and give the ball to Northwest.
Yeah, that was Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie, excuse me. Yes, it is. But it was a great play on her part.
Absolutely.
Rueda will launch this one, and it goes too far for Kimberly to get to. Johnston still fighting for it. Over here on the near side. Raylan Grant can't get to it. Audrey Thomas does. Momentarily, this one's going to go down and be out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest at about the 40. Rueda is going to go back now to the 30. Raylan Grant with it. Gives it for Bonnie. She couldn't keep it. Audrey Thomas blocks a pass. And there's one going all the way back to Isbell, and she'll have no problem corralling that one.
That one was short.
Very short. And there's no wind again tonight, folks. Absolutely no wind. The flags are limp. All of them.
Even the American flag.
Manhattan trying to get something started.
There you go.
Good job by the Grizzlies to put the kibosh on that. Johnston couldn't get it to her intended receiver. Now there's Grant with it. And Grant tried to leave it back for Rueda. Rueda's going to kick it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Manhattan. We are on Thursday. We'll be home Thursday against Washburn Rural, and we're on the air at, I think that's an early start game, if memory serves me correct.
Yes, it is an early start.
So we will be on the air at 4:15 on Thursday with the JV pregame, and then varsity will follow accordingly. And there will be 20 minutes in between games, or I'm going to know the reason why. This business of the referees telling us how long to put in between games, when that's not their department.
No.
Their department is to referee the games. And I'm sorry, that one's going to be a corner kick.
Nope, goal kick.
What? I thought it bounced off of one of our players.
No, to me it did not look like it.
Oh. Got to have those 20 minutes in between games to take care of important business.
Yes, for sure.
Like getting the rosters, checking the pronunciation of the names. Giving the team a little bit of time to play their fine warm-up music.
I know it's the highlight of your day.
It is, absolutely. I have never heard a bigger conglomeration of junk in my life as this year's warm-up music. But the kids like it, so, you know.
The way I see
I got bigger fish to fry, so I don't
if
worry
it pumps
about
them up, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. There's a shot
great
block
block
by Thomas. Beautifully done. There's another one that's going to go over the top.
That'll
and
be
a goal kick for April Isbell.
Nice field goal.
And the Grizzlies will sub into. Can you tell me who those two are?
Jamison and Isbell. Isbell Santiago and Jamison McHugh. Yep.
Okay, who is it besides McHugh?
Isbell.
Oh, Santiago.
Oh.
Yep, you were right. Here's a crossing pass. This is trouble. Shot off the crossbar. And that'll be a goal kick because it hit the football crossbar. Oh, my goodness.
Took a quick kick.
On the far side, who's going to win it? It's going to go out of bounds and belong to Manhattan. Manhattan bringing it down again. Now it's rejected. Jamison trying to win it back. There's a long shot off the crossbar. And that was the soccer crossbar.
Yes.
That'll be a corner kick for Manhattan as it bounced off the back of April and went out of bounds over the goal line. That was luck, too.
Well, I mean, I'm just happy it didn't bounce off of her and into the goal.
That's what I'm saying. We were lucky. 10 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies trail 3-1. In the air, header score.
Oh.
What a beautiful, that's a great goal.
That was beautiful. I'm sorry, that was absolutely beautiful.
We'll tell you who did that here.
Maybe,
assuming he tells us.
Number 12.
12?
Number 12.
Ava Connell, the goal scorer with a header. And who took the corner kick?
Yeah, I'm going to, if number 20 is out there, I know that's who's taken it before, I think.
Avery Meeker, yeah.
Maybe.
Could have been Avery Meeker.
I don't know.
We'll see if the PA announcer tells us.
No.
He probably won't. He hasn't said much tonight. He doesn't give you all that information like they do at home.
No.
All right, it's 4-1. Grizzlies in a 3-goal hole, and this is not good. And, you know, Manhattan had just missed an opportunity to score 30 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
So it was going to happen. There's a long one that's going to be corralled by Manhattan, and they'll just reset their offense and do it over again. Over the near side. Did I hear a whistle?
Nope.
Up the near side comes Manhattan at the 40. They send a long one, and here's a good through ball. Down to the 15, the 10. Here comes the cross. The cross is there, and it's knocked out of play by Audrey Thomas. It'll be a corner kick for Manhattan, and a very nice offensive thrust that time by the Indians. Across the mouth it goes, and a header misses, goes over the goal line, and that will be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
The Penner Low Law Group, 645 North Waco, is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer through the annual golf tournament.
We have another goal kick. What you missed was an interception, a shot over the crossbar, and another goal kick coming now for Northwest. They have it on the far side of the field. Trying to work it downfield. McHugh with it at the moment. Back to McHugh it goes. And up the middle. Manhattan intercepts it. Now they bring it back down. Over here on the near side. One thing Manhattan has that we don't, and that's speed.
Yes.
We do not have speed, and that's why they keep running back through us. because of their speed.
And, why they can play those, through balls pretty pretty effectively.
Oh, absolutely. That one gets headed back. Thomas is back there. Has it taken away from her. There's a cross and a nice block, and that one's kicked out of play, and that's probably the best thing we could do there. That one's going to go over for a goal kick.
And it looks like we're going to have a couple of subs. Let's see. 9 and 4. That would be actually Addison Porter and
J.C. Sure.
Yep.
J.C. Sure making her first appearance in the varsity game. The PA guy only got one of them, too. I don't feel so bad.
No.
Out of play to Manhattan. 25 minutes to go. Second half, Grizzlies down 4-1. Crossing pass over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for the good guys. On the back line, here comes the kick. Out towards center, headed back by Manhattan. And just like that, the Indians are in business again. Good centering pass. Oh, wow. Here's the shot. Goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest and a break for April Isbell and company.
Nice kick out.
Manhattan winning it again.
Manhattan comes away with it that time again.
Ooh, right in the chops that time.
Yep.
This one's going to go down the far side and stay in. Manhattan controls it. On the far side. Centering pass. Oh, my goodness. Shot coming and goes wide left. That'll be another goal kick for Northwest.
I don't know how much more we can sustain of all of this pounding.
Without giving up more?
Yeah, without giving up more. And so we need to start.
We need to start attacking.
Attacking again.
I got the Mary Tag repairman down here to our left.
We had some great opportunities in that first half. We just need to do it again.
Yeah, we need to generate more of the same. You generate enough, sooner or later the ball will go in. There's one right back to April. No big deal. She'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Pretty nice boot out to the 45. And here's trouble. And that one all the way back to April, so the trouble went away, at least for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment.
April puts it out to the middle, and again, it'll be Manhattan winning it. Manhattan's winning most of the distributions.
Yeah.
Up the middle, 50, 45. Now a long one down the far side. beautifully placed. It gets knocked out of play. That'll be a throw in for Manhattan deep in Grizzly territory.
And there will be a sub for Manhattan. Let's see if we can find out who it is.
The lights are on here at Lou Lane Field, all except one bank. Evidently, didn't pay the electric bill on that one. And that's the bank right over
and a shot
our bench.
And over and wide.
So the Grizzlies are going to coach out of the bat cave.
Yeah.
Obviously something wrong with those lights. Trouble! Centering pass. And a break for Northwest. Nobody home.
Thankfully, it was behind the Manhattan player that was on that side.
Here comes another possibility. There's one down the middle. That's going to go over the goal line, and that'll be a corner kick for Manhattan. In the air it comes. There's a blast that's blocked by the defense. They're going to send this one all the way back to midfield and try and restart it. Pretty nice play there. Out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Manhattan.
And there's going to be Manhattan's going to sub yet again. I have no idea who.
In this twilight, there's no way I can tell. I need to tell Mr. Marsh he needs a new haberdasher.
It is number 15.
You cheated. You listened to the PA announcer.
Well, of course I did.
15 is Evelyn Thornburg. Here's a chance. Shot and a save by
Beautiful
April.
save.
Manhattan controlling the ball at center for the moment. Now they bring it down, 30, 20. Still with it. Centering pass is chipped over the goal line by Thomas. That'll be a corner kick for Manhattan. $18 to go, second half, 4-1, Grizzlies trail. Loose in front.
And it slipped in.
Somebody, I think, chested it in.
Yeah.
So that makes it 5-1. Been a long night for Northwest.
It definitely has. Looks like Grizzlies are bringing in a
they're making some
couple
wholesale
players.
Changes here.
So let's see. I know Raylan Grant came in. I know Nevaeh
That's Toby
Villa.
Mitchell that just came in back there.
In the center, it's Nevaeh Villa.
Yep.
And so then, yeah.
And Porter stays in on the near side.
Oh, my gosh.
We kicked it off, and 6 of the Indians converged on our side of the field.
Oh, yeah.
Really well played defensively.
There you go, Addison.
Addison
keeping
over the
it
50, sends one across, and it's intercepted. Who's going to win it? Toby Mitchell got a foot on it. Now Raylan Grant. Oops.
And a foul is called on Manhattan. Grizzlies will have it about the 45.
Down the middle and headed back out by Manhattan. Manhattan still controlling. They're doing a nice job of controlling a ball bouncing on the turf.
They are.
That one's out of play, and it will belong to Manhattan. Good run by good run by Manhattan. The shot blocked by the defense. Thank you very much. There's one chipped in, and April will get there first and have a goalkeeper distribution and another lucky break for Northwest. They have had their share of luck.
They definitely have. And the defense have done they've done a pretty good job this game as a whole.
They really have, even though they've given up 5. Those breakaway goals are the ones I don't like.
Yeah.
That one's out of bounds. It'll go to Manhattan. About the 10-yard line of Northwest. Loose in front. Manhattan controls. There's one into the penalty area. And a good job to head it away.
Great job by, I think it's Nevaeh.
I think it is too.
And we got 3 coming in for Manhattan.
15 to go. Second half. Grizzlies down by 4.
Okay, so we know number 6 and 16 and 17 came in for Manhattan.
But 3 players came in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The 3 players that came in, 6, 16, and 17. And a foul on Manhattan.
Yeah, we'll take that break.
I will, for sure.
See what the Grizzlies can do here. Boy, they sure are spread out. That one is long. That was in the direction of McHugh. And here comes Manhattan right back down. There's a shot and a save by April. Centering pass intended for Grant was intercepted. Now Porter with it. We'll send it across. That one is picked off. Another spin move by Manhattan. There's a shot across the bow, and it's rejected by the defense. There's one popped straight up.
And we are stopping the clock, and Nevaeh is down.
She's doubled over for the moment there.
Yeah, but I think they're going to go ahead and let subs happen.
Raylan Grant is also leaving.
I think she might just be going over to get some like water or something, but she is not leaving the field.
Okay. And Nevaeh's going to stay in, I think. I didn't see her come off.
Okay.
Clock is running. That one goes over, and it will be a
offside call.
Offside ball for Northwest. Want to send a shout out to Darren and Dina Ross, Sawyer's parents, who just sent us a text. They got to see the interview. We're glad they were able to hear from their daughter. We don't charge extra for this service, by the way.
Now we'll bring him in. So it'll be Audrey Thompson. Let's see.
That's Bootsma.
Yeah, number 4 and 5 for Manhattan, but then Bootsma.
Is that Audrey Thomas?
Audrey Thomas and Kimberly Johnston.
Yeah. We'll restart the ball with 11 minutes remaining in the second half. Grizzlies down by a 4 spot.
And we'll have a goal kick.
I'll take a goal kick. Grizzlies just can't get it worked down the field at all. I got a break here because it went out of bounds, and it's going to be our throw in, but Toby will throw it in. Grizzlies still fighting for it. To the near side, Bootsma. Give and go, back to Bootsma. That was a nice play. Down to the 15, that's going to go out of play and belong to Northwest.
Let's see if we can get something going and get at least a shot off. Lost the ball.
Here we go again. Oh, look at that. Wide open.
Beautiful.
Grizzlies get it back. Bravo. Sends one to McHugh. Out of bounds. Northwest quickly throws it in.
And we're going to throw it in again.
Grizzlies make a quick substitution.
That would be Isbell Santiago. Looks like she's giving Schilling a break.
Yeah. I would agree with that. That's what it looks like.
Foul on
This may be
Manhattan.
one of our better chances of the half here.
Yeah.
We're going to get a free kick, and it looks like it's going to be just outside the penalty arc.
Yeah. Looks like on the 9-yard line. A little lower. Let's see if we can keep it down here.
And that one is going to stay in. Nice job there to keep it in. Come on, girls, win it back. And, right through Thomas's legs. And offside is going to be the call. That's an easy one.
Oh, move it up, move it up, move it up.
What are we kicking it back there for? Ball's up at the
good grief.
45.
45. Move it up.
Oh,
good
boy.
grief.
There we go.
There, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Take advantage of what they give you.
Oh.
That's just a matter of not paying attention to the ref.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That one's headed out of bounds. A nice play by Coach Commons. We'll get another sub for Northwest. Who might this be? Going in for McHugh.
Maybe Kimmy, number 10?
Kimmy Aguero. Going in for Bootsma.
Oh,
kind of
good attempt. Good attempt at a shot, but
yeah, they couldn't get anything on it.
Nope.
Which was too bad. Bonnie Rueda sends it forward. That's going to go out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Let's get another goal or two here. Let's make this interesting.
Quick throw in.
From the wrong spot, I might add.
Well. Cross.
Centering pass. Let's go. Get the shot off. Kimmy!
Oh, nobody followed.
Nobody there for the slop.
Nope.
And Johnston's shot is saved after a couple of bounces. Very short punt. Handball, thank you very much. Rueda will take the free kick. A reminder, we're on the air at 4:15 on Thursday. Washburn Rural comes in for a doubleheader visit. In the air and blocked away by the defense of the Indians.
Well, we will have a throw in.
Bonnie again throws
and
it
again.
in. We'll do it again. Bonnie's going to have a sore arm. Come on, win that ball. Out of bounds it goes. Quick throw in from Bonnie again. And this time, Kimmy Aguero is.
No, they've called another foul on Manhattan.
Yeah, she's the victim of a foul.
About the 22. Or I guess that would be the 18. Other way.
All matter of your perspective now, isn't it?
It is.
In the air, and that's going to go over for a goal kick. Unfortunate for Northwest. 4:30 to go. Second half, I would be one to venture to say this issue's pretty much been decided.
I think so too, but I'm proud
Let's
of
get a couple to make it interesting.
Right. I'm proud of the girls that we've been spending a good amount of time recently on this side of the field.
Yeah, we have. Headed in the air. Raylan Grant gets a noggin on it. There's a long one. And it goes wide right. That'll be a goal kick for Manhattan.
That was great. Even if they keep shooting like that, something's bound to go in.
Goal kicks in the air, and Rueda got a foot on it, couldn't control it. Here comes Manhattan down the field. Oh, beautiful pass there, and there's another one, and this one is onside. April comes out to blast it away out to center. Nice tackle by Alvarez. Ball centered. Alvarez comes in to clear it. Nice job. Amaya's looking very solid on defense. This one comes all the way back. It will go back to the keeper.
Oh.
Right through the legs. Unfortunate. And here comes Manhattan back down. Good.
Wide, and
through
we've got.
ball.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep, out of bounds.
There were
There'll be a throw in for.
way too many girls open in the middle.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Out to center. And we have a foul called against Northwest. It'll be a free kick for Manhattan here. Loose in front. Who's going to win it? Grizzlies send it back out to center. Kimmy Aguero couldn't get anything on it. Over here to the near side. And out of play it goes. Throw in for Manhattan. One minute remaining in the game. Come on, girls. Go down there and get it. And we have a foul call. That'll be a free kick for Northwest.
Well, you better hurry, ladies. Sure.
Oh, that's where the foul was. I can't argue with him.
Let's go.
30 seconds to go. And here we are. Rueda. And a save. And that's pretty much how it's gonna end here tonight for Northwest. They're gonna lose this one 5-1. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's all. Okay, your final score tonight, Manhattan 5 and Northwest 1. We thank you for joining us wherever you are on planet Earth. Glad to have you along on the network. We'll see you on Thursday at 4:15 for the doubleheader against Washburn Rural. For our producer-engineer, Andy Isbell, and for his lovely bride, Ashley, sitting to my immediate left, Kevin Arkin saying thanks for joining us, good night, and we will see you on Thursday.